You've walked past those frosted glass doors marked VIP Lounge, wondering what magic password gets you in. Here's the truth. It's not just for CEOs or first-class flyers. In fact, in 2025, more travelers are slipping inside these lounges for less than the price of a burger combo, and airlines don't want that widely known. The fear? You've been overpaying for comfort that's quietly within reach. The promise? By the end of this video, you'll know how to unlock airport luxury like an insider. No status, no points, no fancy ticket. Now, here is what they don't tell you at check-in. Access isn't about class, it's about knowing the loopholes. Lounges are quietly linked through networks like Priority Pass, credit card partnerships, and day pass systems that even gate agents use. Always ask, do you have a reciprocal lounge partner? It's airline speak for let me in without paying twice. The illusion of exclusivity. Airlines have mastered the art of illusion. They dim the lights, chill the champagne, and hang those gold-lettered members-only signs just bright enough to sting your curiosity. But here's the truth. They want you to believe these lounges are untouchable, because the more exclusive they appear, the more you'll chase loyalty programs and overpriced upgrades trying to reach them. In reality, over half of lounge guests in major airports didn't earn entry through elite status. They got in with third-party access, apps like Lounge Buddy, or credit card tie-ins that quietly sell discounted passes. It's a backstage economy the airlines rarely mention. Picture this: a budget traveler in sneakers walking past business-class passengers into the exact same lounge, same buffet, same Wi-Fi, for under $50. You can almost hear the quiet irony. The difference isn't class, it's knowledge. Before your next flight, search your airport plus pay-per-use lounge. You will find hidden gems that never appear on the Airline S site, and some even include showers and full meals. The credit card shortcut, without paying annual fees. Here, as a twist most travelers overlook, you don't need a platinum tier credit card with a $500 annual fee to unlock airport lounges. The real hack hides inside ordinary cards, those no-fee ones you probably already have sitting in your wallet. Banks often run quiet partnerships through networks like Dragon Pass or Lounge Key, granting a few free visits or discounted entries every year. They rarely advertise it, because it breaks the illusion that luxury must be earned. Imagine holding the same entry power as a frequent flyer without ever paying for elite perks. One traveler told me he used a small regional credit union MasterCard in Dubai and waltzed into the Marhaba Lounge, free. Why? Because that humble card was connected to Dragon Pass. It's not magic. It's data sharing agreements no one reads in the fine print. Here is your move. Search your card. Its name, Jazz, Airport Lounge Access, before you travel. You might already be holding the golden ticket. Even expired memberships sometimes still scan. Try your old digital pass before buying anything new. You'd be surprised how many systems stay active. The app that outsmarts airline loyalty. Forget miles and status tiers. Apps are the new access keys. The same way rideshare apps disrupted taxis, lounge networks like Priority Pass, Lounge Key, and Dragon Pass are rewriting airport hierarchy. They link you directly to lounges that airlines keep off their loyalty maps, often for less than the cost of a gate sandwich. Here's the insider edge. These apps update in real time. You can check crowd levels, food options, and even showers before you arrive. Picture this. You're stuck in Heathrow's chaos, lines everywhere, and the main lounge says full. Open your app, and it shows a partner lounge 2 corridors away with seats open now. That's not luck. That's insider timing. These networks rely on a secret truth. Airlines profit more when travelers don't know they exist. Because if everyone realized access is that easy, status programs would crumble. Download your chosen app before you fly. Wi-Fi firewalls in airports often block sign-ups. The timing loophole, when access becomes free. Every airport runs on rhythm, peaks, lulls, and that strange calm when flights thin out. And here's what most travelers never realize: timing changes access. Between 9 p.m. and midnight, or just before the morning rush, lounges quietly relax their rules. Some discount entry by half, Others simply wave people in to avoid wasting catered food. Picture this: your flight's delayed, the terminal feels half asleep, and a lounge attendant leans over the counter with a whisper. "We're closing soon. $25 if you want to rest." That's not sympathy, it's policy. Empty seats don't make money. Smart travelers do. If you're flexible, you can turn those off-peak windows into luxury at economy prices. And sometimes, during shift changes or slow hours, agents are authorized to allow courtesy entries just to keep metrics steady. Ask with confidence, "Do you offer a late night or pre-dawn rate?" You'll sound like someone who's been here before, and often, that's enough. How to walk in for free. Legally. Yes, free. No sneaking, no fake badges, no drama. Lounges have legitimate back doors that most travelers never notice. Think reciprocal access. Many airport hotels, premium Wi-Fi packages, and co-working passes quietly include short-term lounge privileges as part of their deals. Take Singapore, for example. Guests staying in airport transit hotels automatically get 3-hour lounge entry. In Madrid, a simple co-working day pass includes food, drinks, and showers inside the same lounge that airlines charge extra for. These are partnership perks, not loopholes, completely legit, just hidden behind the fine print. Here's how you use it. Book a short airport stay or premium internet package and ask directly, "Does this include any lounge access or comfort facilities?" You'll be shocked how often the answer is yes. If your boarding pass shows premium economy on a long-haul flight, mention soft access. Many carriers quietly allow one-time entry upgrades for those fares, especially on late departures. The insider's code, staff passes, and authorized guests. Here's the part no airline ever teaches. Sometimes you don't need status, you just need the right phrasing. Many lounges allow staff, crew, and airline partners to bring one authorized guest, but the definition of that term is often flexible, especially during quiet hours. Imagine this: you're polite, calm, and you ask, "Is this lounge accessible for crew partners or authorized guests?" You sound like an insider, not a random traveler fishing for freebies. Front desk agents instantly recognize the confidence. They know you've done your homework, and while policies vary, human discretion plays a huge role, especially if you approach with respect instead of entitlement. Airport culture runs on relationships. Gate agents, lounge attendants, even janitors, all appreciate travelers who get it. You're not gaming the system, you're reading it. Wear neutral clothing and keep your boarding pass handy. Staff are far more likely to help someone who looks like they belong there. If you've ever stumbled into a lounge or scored an unexpected upgrade, drop your story below. Your travel hack might save another flyer's sanity. The lounge. Within the lounge. You'd think once you're in, you've made it. But even inside the velvet walls, there's another layer, the inner sanctum few travelers ever see. Some airports, like Doha, Dubai, or JFK, hide micro-lounges within lounges, small, soundproof zones reserved for airline partners, high-tier members, or overflow emergencies. Here's the catch: these sub-lounges often open when the main lounge overcrowds. And occasionally, your third-party access card, Priority Pass, Lounge Key, Dragon Pass, can get you upgraded into them by accident if the front desk is full. It's not a glitch, it's a shuffle policy. Staff redirect overflow guests to maintain service quality. I once walked into a so-called VIP overflow in Doha. Leather recliners, private rest pods, espresso machine that could shame a cafe. Price: $0. Just perfect timing and the right kind of access card. Always ask the desk, "Are there alternate partner lounges available today?" That phrasing signals awareness and sometimes unlocks elite areas without question. Turning a 90-minute layover into a mini vacation. Most travelers treat layovers like punishment. Uncomfortable chairs, endless boarding calls, stale pretzels. But the pros. They flip that chaos into calm. A 90-minute layover can feel like a private retreat if you know where to spend it. Imagine this. You land in Frankfurt, exhausted from a red-eye. Instead of dozing at the gate, You flash a $40 day pass and step into another world. Espresso machine, hissing, warm lighting, a shower room that erases jet lag. By the time your next flight boards, you're reset, while everyone else looks wrecked. Lounges aren't just about snacks, they're about control. You choose peace over panic. And in Asia or the Middle East, it gets even better. Arrival lounges let you unwind after you land. No elite card required, just a boarding pass and timing. When booking multi-city trips, aim for layovers between 90 and 120 minutes. That's the sweet spot for a quick recharge without stressing over reboarding. The delay dividend, free access by policy. Here is the rule airlines hope you never learn. When your flight is delayed or overbooked by more than 2 hours, customer service desks are authorized to issue complimentary lounge vouchers. Most travelers never ask. They just suffer at the gate, scrolling in frustration. But smart flyers know this is their moment to cash in. Imagine this. It's 8 p.m., your flight's been pushed to midnight, and you're stewing at the terminal. Instead of waiting it out, you walk to the counter and calmly say, "Can I be accommodated in your contracted lounge while we wait?" That exact phrase triggers a service exception code. Suddenly, you're sipping tea in comfort instead of sweating under fluorescent lights. Here's why it works. Airlines have deals with lounges to keep stranded passengers calm and compliant. They'd rather comp a drink than handle complaints. Always approach with calm confidence. Agents can override the system for polite, informed travelers, but not for complainers. Why lounges need you more than you think here. That's the twist most people miss. Lounges aren't private clubs, they were business models. And in 2025, they're desperate for the kind of traveler you are. Overcrowding, falling reviews, and higher catering costs mean they now rely on day pass guests to balance the books. That's right. The system once built to exclude you now depends on your presence to survive. Every empty chair is lost revenue, every unused plate of food a cost. So lounges quietly release discounted passes through their apps, airline partners, and even pop-up notifications in flight tracking apps. It's their version of surge pricing, but in reverse. Imagine an attendant glancing at a half-full room and approving your entry, no questions asked. Not because you're elite, but because you're exactly the kind of traveler they want. Enable notifications in your airline or travel card apps. Many now push limited lounge access, offers 2 to 3 hours before departure. Most vanish within minutes. The language of access. Phrases that work. Words are your boarding pass to privilege. Walk up to a lounge desk and say, "Can I buy access?" You sound like a rookie, but switch that to, "Which partner networks are you honoring today?" And suddenly, you sound like crew. The phrasing flips everything. Front desk agents are trained to separate wanderers from insiders. They hear thousands of requests daily, and tone matters. Sound informed, and they assume you belong. Sound lost, and they'll default to the strictest rulebook. Here's a story. A traveler in Istanbul tried 3 times to enter the same lounge. The first 2, he asked the wrong way and got denied. The third time, he said, "I'm flying on a code share. Do you accept reciprocal entry today?" Boom, granted. Same flight, same desk, different words. Always keep your digital lounge or card membership pulled up, even expired. Visual proof. Signals legitimacy and short-circuits hesitation. Behave like you belong. Once you step through those doors, the atmosphere shifts. Soft jazz, muted conversations, the low hiss of espresso machines. This is where most travelers give themselves away. They hesitate. They scan the room like they're trespassing. But here's the rule. Confidence is your passport now. Lounge staff notice everything. They can tell within seconds who is a seasoned traveler and who is new to the game. Walk in steady, smile, nod politely, and move with purpose. Grab a plate like you've done it 100 times. Choose a seat away from the main aisle or flight screens. That's where frequent flyers settle in. A pilot once told me, "It's not about status, it's about energy. If you act like you belong, no one questions it." The same principle applies here. Learn the unspoken etiquette. Never hoard snacks. Don't take calls on speaker and thank the staff. They remember faces, and respectful guests often get waved in next time without a scan. Turning access into status. Here's where good turns great. Every lounge visit you've made, paid, partnered, or promotional, can be the foundation for elite recognition. Airlines track usage data, even from third-party programs, because consistency signals value. You don't need to spend thousands. You just need a pattern. Imagine this. You visited lounges 5 times through Dragon Pass or Lounge Key in a year. You email an airline loyalty desk and say, "I've been accessing partner lounges frequently. Could I explore status matching or tier trials?" You've just flipped leisure into leverage. Some carriers, especially in Asia and the Middle East, offer soft landings or 90-day elite trials if you can prove activity. Keep screenshots of every visit, digital receipts, even QR codes. That's your paper trail to recognition. You're not begging for status. You're demonstrating loyalty before they ask for it. Mention cross-network lounge engagement in your message. It's industry lingo that signals you know the game, your new travel identity, and the secret CTA. Look at how far you've come. A few minutes ago, VIP access felt like a distant luxury. Now you know every angle, the apps, the timing, the phrasing, the unspoken rhythm of the airport itself. You've gone from outsider to insider, from traveler to tactician. Next time you walk through those sliding doors, you won't just pass by the frosted glass, you'll glide through it. Calm, confident, informed. You'll sip your coffee knowing the person next to you paid 10 times more for the same chair, and you'll smile because you earned it, not through money, but mastery. That's the real shift. Travel no longer happens to you. It happens for you. So if this guide saved you a headache or opened a door you didn't know existed, share it. Help other travelers reclaim their calm. Drop your favorite airport hack below. Your story could unlock someone else's journey. And get ready, because next time, we're exposing the hidden hotel perks that even travel agents overlook. You've conquered the skies. Now it's time to master the ground.